going, now scuba diving is her new thing. There's always a new thing. It just never ends. And I get tired looking at her posts. Forget about doing what she's doing. And I really wanted her to come out here because I wanted her to have this experience and knowing how tough she is, that she would be handling it. I wanted her to suffer like I did. And of course she got through it all. But when you think of iconic people in the field, she is the star. When you see a martial arts hall of fame, she's the star. She's the headliner at every event around the world. So when you think of a female icon, a female champion, a female legend for years, and it's just an honor to be around her. She's my little sister. We always have a great time together, always enjoying each other, and I always look forward to seeing her anywhere in the world where we are, any event, and it's great to honor you yet again. She has so many damn trophies that she had to have an auction to get rid of her trophies because she had at her mom's house hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of trophies because she competed every week. So this one has got like thousands of trophies. I mean, I would open up a trophy shop. So she sort of did on eBay because she has so many awards. So this will be one more, but this one I hope you'll keep. Let's give it up for Cynthia Rothrock. But before you come up, watch her in the video. Play the video. Photo guys. And she has the best collection of gowns. She must have like 500 gowns. More gowns than I have shoes.
I don't think so. Thank you, Dr. Bob, for bringing us all together. It really was one of the best life experiences that I've had, and I've had plenty. And Dr. Bob is definitely an angel warrior. And he has done so much for the martial art community, you can't even imagine. And he's done it for so many other communities, and we love him. And thank you, Hano, for bringing us together. And Sante, thank you so much for putting up with us and being there every step of the way and encouraging us and telling us, what we're doing wrong and entering in the wrong paths we shouldn't be. But thank you. I've been studying martial arts for 50 years. I started back in the 70s when martial arts was considered a man's sport. I was the only girl in the class. I was 13, and after my first class, someone had me try to break a board because I just learned the front kick, and it was a half a board. You know how hard that is. It's almost impossible to break, and I thought I broke my toe. Second class, they put me in a sparring class. Someone hit me in the head. My instructor said, you don't block with your head. And third class, I had shin splints, and I told my mom, I said, I'm gonna quit. I said, this isn't for me. I couldn't punch, it was all men. My mom said, you signed up for 4 months, you're not quitting. And I said, okay, and also I can always thank my mom, for my life. But one day my instructor, we were sitting down, and he gave a speech about how quitters are losers. And I thought he was looking directly to me, and he said, you have a bad attitude. If you think negative, you're gonna get negative. And I started thinking what I hated. I hated push-ups, and I was going, okay, I'm gonna love push-ups. Push-ups are good for my body. And I couldn't get this one move in the form. I practiced it, I got it. And then I was training for 5.5 months, and I entered a competition. It was just women then. So it was a lot of black belts and all ranks. I was an orange belt, and I took second place. Black belt took first, black belt took third, and I took second. And I thought from that on, I could be the best. If I could beat people that have been training so much, I've only been training this much, I'm gonna train hard. And I had such a fire in my soul to practice, and I trained like every single day. Then I started competing professionally. In the first year, I became #1, which led me to great Grandmaster Ernie Reyes. And I went to California to compete there. And they said, well, why don't you stay for a month and you can train at the West Coast School. And it was funny because listening to you talk, saying, I was very quiet. I was in awe of him. I was like scared. I couldn't even say anything, And it was just because I was watching you. I was watching every movement that you did, how you taught, how you acted. And the same thing with you, Dr. Bob. I don't know if you know this. It took me about a year to be able to talk to you. And one day we're going to Germany to this event. Dr. Bob calls me and he says, nobody else is going, just me and you. So we're going to have to hang out together. And I was so nervous going, oh my God, I can't even talk to him. How am I going to hang out with him? And then, I said, okay, I'm just going to be myself. And we were at the celebration event, and I got him to stand on a table and dance with all of us. And I was like, okay, from that point on, I could talk to him. So I think, when I'm in the presence of people that I am such awe and inspire me, I'm very quiet for a while till I know. But I have to say, I've trained in China, I've trained in Taiwan, Hong Kong, all over the United States. I have to say, the most influential person in my martial arts training has been great Grandmaster Ernie Reyes. And he has made me what I am, honestly. I never had any aspirations to do movies. I was training with the West Coast, and one of the editors of the Karate magazine said, hey, your team is phenomenal. You have the best guys around. Come to LA. And Corey Yoon, who is a big famous Hong Kong director, is auditioning for a new Bruce Lee. They're looking for the next guy. And he said, well, shall we bring the girls? And they said, yeah, you can bring them, but they're really looking for a guy. But he's like, no, everybody's going, the whole team is going, because we were all one unit. And when I got there, I had to do forms, self-defense, fighting, weapons, and Corey Yoon says, I'm going with the girls. So off 1985, I went to Hong Kong to do my first movie, and that's thanks to you. And also, there's so many phenomenal martial artists in this world, but this is one of a kind. Because not only did he teach me martial arts, he taught me to dare to be different. He was always looking for something different. He always was looking for the new thing. Let me do something different. And that's what I do in my life. I look for the things that's on the left traveled path. I like things that challenge me. And what he taught me wasn't so much the technique. I thought, oh, I'm coming to him, I'm number one, I'm the best. Well, he taught me, no, you're not the best. You could be better than what you think is the best. And he taught me not only techniques, but it was your training, your spirit. It really was the spirit. How you felt like every movement, that you're really fighting someone, that your intensity in your face, your life, just all that instilled in me. And I never really got to tell you that. And I think, honestly, you have made me who I am, and I don't think I would have been where I am if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I love you, Margie. And this martial art family, for all the people that are here, they are so great. And for the new martial artists, Eva and Tony, finally get to meet you, Ciro. It's such a wonderful group of people. And I think, here we could get to talk too much, so we haven't really been able to hang out and really get to know each other, but we have this spiritual feeling where we're all connected. I know every time I see any one of you that I feel like there's a bonding there, whether we really got to meet or not, that we are so connected, as you said. And this certificate, I know Dr. Bob said, don't give it away, don't throw it away, don't auction it off. I am going to keep this because not only, it's not the honor for me, it's the memory for meeting everyone here, that every time I look at that, I'm going to think about this wonderful experience that we had, the things that we learned from the master. I mean, life is about learning. We got to keep on learning and try to become the best we can be. And I think I live by that, but now I'm going to live by it even more. And Dr. Bob's always calling me and saying, slow down, you need to slow down. And I thought, okay, well, this will help me slow down because I'll be in meditation all day, which it did. And definitely needed it. And I just thank everybody. Everybody here is awesome in their own way. So thank you so much.